When it comes to your health, breaking vices means taking steps to stop unhealthy habits that could be negatively impacting your well-being. Whether it be drinking, smoking, or overeating, replacing those habits with healthier choices will improve your overall health. One habit you should pick up this new year is prioritizing your health. And the best way to do that is through preventative medicine. That's why there's a growing trend of people turning to diagnostic scans. And the good news is we are one of only 7 locations in the nation with access to innovative technology. This 3D technology can detect hundreds of different forms of cancer in their earliest stages and heart disease before you even feel the first symptom. Joining me now with how they are saving lives through early detection is the Director of Operations for Lifeguard Imaging, Frankie Maldonado. Frankie, it's so great to see you.
Always good to see you, Gail.
Man, there is a wave happening across the nation of people becoming more proactive about their health, and a lot of doctors are standing behind scans like lifeguard imaging.
We're glad about that, and obviously there's still the occasional naysayers who want them to be able to kind of control what's going on with their patients. So be it, but yeah, a lot of the doctors are realizing it's always good to have a little bit more insight. And if you can gain more information about what's going on inside of a body, certainly preemptive to symptomatic conditions, there's no way that's a bad thing.
Well, we've had a Moffitt cancer doctor right here on Bloom come on the show alongside you to talk about the fact that early prevention helps doctors do their job better because they can start treating disease in the earliest stages, which gives all of us a better chance of survival.
It's such a key, and that's what we always want people to understand. For us, it's about early detection, everything we can do to find things at the soonest possible moment. And I want to say this to all of your viewers here, Gail, because you think about it, pretty much everybody who has lived a certain number of years in life has either lost a loved one to a heart disease or cancer, or had a friend or family member, a celebrity, someone they've admired. Every single one of those cases, to a person, there's no way that any of these people knew what was going on before it happened, or they would have done something about it. That's the key, is that when we talk about the silent killers of heart disease and cancer, they call them that for a reason. You don't know what's developing in your body. It's what happened to both of our dads. So if you can find these things early enough, it's incredible what can be done to survive, as Dr. Robinson said when he was sitting right here with us.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. Sadly, both of my parents died because of cancer. And I was their caregiver and the only living family member with them. And I would see like rows and rows and rows of people hooked up to ports and IVs going through cancer treatment. And I thought to myself, I've met so many people that have gotten scans at lifeguard imaging that didn't even need that aggressive treatment because they found out so early.
As I understand, and you're telling me what happened with your parents, the chemotherapy, the radiation, those IV therapies, all those invasive things that are time consuming, and as I understand, pretty bad for the body because they're killing good cells along with the bad cells, kind of decimate that quality. When you find these things soon enough, and it's happened with our patients, you know this, you've spoken to them, people have been able to eliminate the need for those invasive, those somewhat dangerous therapies to try to cure them from the deadly disease. So absolutely, better quality of life, and it's all about finding things as early as possible.
And even if you don't find a major health concern like heart disease or cancer, still having a window into your health is incredibly important. You and I have talked about this. I realized that I have osteopenia because of one of your scans. I hadn't thought about the fact that both my mom and my grandmother broke their back because of brittle bones. So I have taken aggressive steps with my doctors to come up with a plan for bone density health, because it was just a reminder that, hey, Gail, you got to get on top of this. You've got a family history of, you know, bone health issues.
Right. And you know, that's the thing that you said. If people have nothing but that, that's a blessing. If you only have osteopenia. And if someone has a completely clean scan and it's unremarkable, there's a 0 calcium score, if they're fine, well, there's peace of mind in that. You have, you know, that comfort of knowing your body's okay at the time, but that's why we always emphasize annual scans. You've seen it, we see it. People's health changes from year to year. Nobody knows when that's going to be. So either peace of mind or awareness of something early enough that you can do something about it. It's always meant to make sure we're putting people in the right frame of mind.
And I know people are coming in for a free heart scan when they mention Bloom. No strings attached, but listen to the presentation, because that's what got my husband and I in for these annual checkups. It's a peace of mind that we have come to depend on. So thank you so much, Frankie.
Thanks, Gail.
All right, call right now, 813-212-6993. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit lifeguardimaging.com to receive a Bloom special offer, a free consultation, and a free heart scan when you mention Bloom. That's a $599 value, so call today, 813-212-6993 for this special offer. We'll be right back.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Lifeguard Imaging.